Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, William King? Zach? What's going on, Kevin? Hey, Mike? Oh, nothing much. Just, oh, Kevin told you to come? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just, got the trucks washed. I got this new, I bought some of the, have you ever seen this foam cannon thing? Back when I was drag racing, we were sponsored by this Adams Polish. They make some pretty good car wash stuff, so I went on Amazon and bought this foam cannon thing. Made it hell of it easier to fucking wash the trucks. When am I going golfing again? I would like to go golfing again, but I just don't have the time right now. It'll be sometime. I'm sure I'll get away for a weekend. You know, all that stuff. How's the new trucks? They're doing great. It's an Adams Polish foam cannon. It actually works pretty good. It puts it on thick. It's freaking awesome. To wash 4 trucks, it almost took me a gallon of car wash, but I'm figuring out my system. The new trucks are doing good. You know, we haven't had to fix any of those yet. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I use the power washer to get more suds. That's exactly right. 2 have came in so far. We got another 3 in July and 2 in August. That's the build dates. June 7th is build dates on 3 more. So I'll see those the end of June, somewhere in there. You know. Yeah, I think everything's covered under warranty. I don't think, like, if you get a flat tire, that's not. I think if there's any, like, engine problems and all that stuff, you know, it works great. I'm guessing Peterbilt only gives you a 100,000 mile warranty. 1 year, 100,000 on their shit. But I don't know if you can buy other extra. I didn't ask. I like Cummins. I like the old single turbo cat stuff. But I thought about building glider kits. Here's the reason that I didn't. They take too long to get made. And insurance companies have a hard time placing values on them. And when you go to resell them, it's really hard to kind of get a value. So it's easier just to, you know, buy something off, or, you know, have a truck made. I mean, we got to have this DEF stuff. Everybody just needs to get over it and just fucking be like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. And let the manufacturers fix it. You know, now we haven't had we haven't had any problems out of my stuff so far. But they only got about 2,000 miles on them. The new Cummins work good. I have the efficiency series. The next ones I'm getting have the, what do you call that? They're the performance series. But yes, the new Cummins, the first time I drove it, I thought it was going to blow up. Like, I went up and test drove an 18 speed, and I was going through the gears, and the guy's like, hey, man, you can rev this thing up a little bit. I'm like, it's going to blow up. I was like, it sounds like it's got a serious rod knock. He's like, no, 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 no. He goes, that's how they all sound. I was like, are you shitting me? So this thing sounds like a bucket of bolts. But that's how they all sound, so it is what it is. Hey, what's up, ARG Automotive? Yeah. No, I'm not working on the trucks. I washed them and greased them today, so we're good. I have a special guest coming tomorrow. You guys will see the video on that in a couple weeks, but a guy needs to use my shop to fix something, so I'm going to be down here fixing that, or help him fix that shit. Hey, Marco. Hey, Raymond Peters. Yeah, that is, I've been looking into getting into some heavy haul stuff. Just not too sure. I don't know anything about that type of the business, but I'm sure I could figure it out. Uh, you know, but I do try. I will have a meetup this year. It's going to be in October again. We will have a meetup at the shop. So if anybody wants to come and meet me, we'll be here at the shop hanging out and stuff like that. Last time we had fried chicken. I think this time we're going to do pizzas and all that stuff. Yeah, we're hauling. The trucks have worked every day since I've owned them. It's missed one day. That was Monday because it was on the asphalt side, and it was snowing, so they couldn't haul asphalt. The pictures, the thumbnail is the picture of them all washed up. Okay, on the Fastenal bins, no, I decided to go a different direction. So I'm going with this company, Kimball Midwest. Okay, Fastenal kept jacking with me on the prices. So they won't build you custom bins, Fastenal won't. It's like you got to get whatever they give you, and it's fucking stupid. But anyway, this Kimball Midwest guys came down Tuesday of this week. We had a good meeting. They were actually really cool. They brought me donuts, you know. And I got a whole bunch of bins organized or bought. They are going to be installing them sometime around May 1st. I had to fill out a credit app and all that stuff so they could bill me and all that type of shit. So, yeah, they jacked with me because I peed on that chick. Well, they said, the first time I went down there, they said I had to spend $50 a month. Then it was $200 a month. Then now it's up to $500 a month. I told them, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? No, we've already made the first month's payments on the trucks in the 2 weeks that I've been running them since I've had them. So I'm not too worried about that. We did get diesel fuel here at the shop. That's pretty cool. So far this week, it got delivered on Tuesday, and we've used about 200, maybe 250 to 300 gallon. I'll get a firm answer on that tomorrow, or, you know, when my wife does the how much gallons we used. But this Kimball Midwest, definitely the way to go. They have a lot better bins. A yellow stripe, I don't know what that is, but, you know, they're going to come and set this up. How much stuff I got, they said it's going to take 2 days for them to set all this up. All the stuff in here that I got, they're going to organize too. These guys, I mean, it's like, I was like, dude, fucking rock on. You know what I'm saying? Marco, I got 1,000 gallons. I can have fuel delivered every day if I want to, but no, I buy the bolts, and as I run out or want to add, I just have to pay. They will UPS it to me overnight free of charge. So I don't have to consistently spend so much per month. And I bought all USA bolts, USA grade 8. But I mean, I don't think it really matters, you know. Yeah, they said they have a sales guy that said he'll bring me anything I want within a day, you know, as long as I get that. So we're hoping, you know, that type of stuff. Do I save money at the pump? No, what it is I don't save any money. Now, if I had a 10,000 gallon tank where I could buy a tanker at a time, yes, I would save money. Right now, I get about 5 cents off a gallon having it delivered. So it was like 2.92 at the pump this week. I paid 2.86 for 1,000 gallons. What it does is it also keeps the guys. I can control the price. You know what I'm saying? I told them if it's under 2.86, feel free to fill up out there. If it's over 2.86 a gallon, I want you to fill up here at the shop. And they've been using the shit out of it. They actually like it. It saves them about a half an hour each day. So, hey, happy employees, happy life, really, you know. No, they're gonna charge me for like whatever bolts that I buy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Justin ATV? I don't know how much it is. They said they would give me a price and get back to me, but they kind of gave me some ballpark figures, and it was way cheaper than what Fastenal told me. Yeah, there you go. 8,900 gallons of fuel a week. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what it's for. I don't. I haven't I haven't driven the new trucks all that much. I've like driven them home, and I drove the white one day. That was it. How did I get started being a diesel, working on diesels? I bought diesel trucks, and it kind of came hand in hand, if you know what I'm saying. I don't have any Kenworths. I have a Sterling. I am planning on selling the Sterling. It's for sale. If anybody would like a nice new beginner truck, get a hold of me. This thing's got to be out of here by May 1st. No, I don't think I'm going to get a bigger shop right now. I've got the shop pretty much organized so I can work out of it. Just remember, you can only work on one truck at one time. What it does is it lets me keep my costs down. And because I can have 50 trucks sitting outside here and my rent doesn't go up one plumb nickel. Now, I did spend about $5,000 with the electricians coming in and rewiring the shop and putting a bunch of plugs and getting everything set up so I can work out of here more efficiently. But, you know, he's my friend. I'll get him paid whenever. But it was just a little bit of improvement. They put some better lights in. You know, we got all that type of stuff. How many trucks do I hope to have? Um, well, I always said my number was 5. I'm asking 60,000 for the Sterling. Uh, you know, I want people to come down and take a look at it, and they can go from there. Uh, so what was I gonna say? Oh shit. Trying to get the electrician stuff. Like I said, you can only work at one truck at a time, so I'm all right. I'm just trying to get more efficient down here. Hopefully having the bolts and all that stuff will help. And yes, Marco, the drivers have called me less because of the new trucks. Actually, I hired a new guy that drove the old one. This morning I came down to a flat steer tire, so I had to figure out what was wrong with that, but it cracked the rim on the float tire. It didn't have a hole in the tire, it just cracked the rim. So I had to put a new tire on the Sterling and a new rim. So I don't have a spare rim anymore, so I got to get one of those. Fuck, just never ending. Yeah, the Blue Pete is pretty sharp, you know. Oh yeah, Mike asked him. I'm gonna get back to that. Yeah, maybe the new guy hit a curb or something. I don't know. I've had him crack before. Uh, I don't know what the hell happened, but he didn't say anything like, "Hey, dude, I hit a big fucking curb." I'll ask him. Nights are supposed to start Tuesday, so he's going to nights. Uh, but we'll see what we'll see if he breaks the new ones. I haven't got any diagnostic software yet. I am going to get some diagnostic software. I just, I haven't. I'm going to get Cummins Insight Pro. I don't have the money to go buy the computer and stuff right now. So once I get the money, I'm going to buy something. I figured that's the best way. Like I looked at the Snap-on scanner, but their Cummins stuff is not very good. That's what they told me. Like, hey, dude, if you want Cummins, fucking don't go with there. Like don't go with us. But okay, so let me get back to the total number of trucks. So I always thought my number was 5. Okay. Well, this year we're gonna have maybe 8. Okay, we're gonna have 8 trucks. I don't know. I'm changing my cap. I'm going to say this. I'm going to buy as many trucks as I can keep working. So if that number is 12, is that all I can keep working? Is that number 15? Is that all I can keep working? I really don't know. But as many as I can keep working, I'm gonna try to have that money or that many. Really, what I would like to have is 5 at each company I work at, and all that stuff. I think that's a good number, 5 at each company. Maybe one company could work 7 and the other one could work 3. I really don't know, but I'd like to have as many as I can. Yeah, the aluminum rim got cracked. Yes, I got my fuel tanks in. J-Bo, I have an extra black fuel sprayer box. I bought 10 of them, just a round number. If you want one, get a hold of me, and once I find out the price, I'll sell it. I'll sell you one if you want one. They're already made up. They work really good. Yes, Marco, one company pays a little bit more, but it's very similar. There's only a couple dollars difference into both companies, and one company is $1 less than the other two, but they don't run the trucks as hard. Uh, it's a lot of dirt work. If we drive like 70 miles a day, I mean, we were fucking killing it. So the fuel cost is not really that bad. So that's why they were working me in the winter, and I gave them a fair price. It's only off by $1. I figured that's $40 a week. I'm saving that in fuel or more. So yes, I am hiring. I need one more night spot to get filled. I tried to hire a guy this week, but his insurance was so jacked, or to get him insurance was so jacked, I could not afford it, so I had to tell him no. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the boxes just bolt up. They're not drilled for any holes, so you can, drill where you want them to go and all that stuff. Uh, you know. No, I don't broker. I don't. Well, I mean, I'm not really a broker. I'm a direct work. I work directly for companies. There is not a middleman in between me and the companies. No, 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 no. But we do commercial and residential. Yeah. We go in there and do all that stuff. Like go into like subdivisions when they first start, and do all that stuff. Asphalt pays the best. Dirt work does not pay all that well. Uh, you know, like dirt works in about the mid 60s is about all you can get out of dirt work around here for the people that I know. Uh, maybe 72 you might get out of somebody, but dirt work, uh, asphalt pays way better. We cover like I guess it would be like Cincinnati, Dayton. We've been to Kentucky a couple times. We go out in Indiana a couple times. You know, all that type of stuff. But basically just around the Cincinnati area. A lot of stuff inside the what they call the 275 loop and uh, probably 50 miles north or south of it is the, you know, the farthest work that we've done. No, there is no penalties for the truck going down if uh, if it has asphalt on it. Most of the time, the foremans that I work for all know me and like me. I've had trucks break down with asphalt on, and what I do is I just go up to the foreman, hand him my ticket. He goes, "We'll take care of it." The tow truck guy will take it back to the plant, dump it off. I've never had to pay for a load yet. Now, some guys have paid for loads if their tailgate pops and you spread it on the street. Uh, you got to pay for that. I've never had that happen. I've seen drivers do it. Get the latches on the other side of the gate, you know, and it doesn't latch and they think they got it latched, you know, that type of stuff. Nope, I'm not putting no liners in my beds. I have the AR beds. These new beds, just a little bit of soap. And since the bed is so new and it's smooth, man, there is no asphalt sticking on this stuff. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, I smoke these. Well, thank you. I wouldn't, you know, my success has been 3 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? This has been a grind. I'm not going to say that, you know, if you get into the dump truck business, have goals, work towards your goals. Don't think you're going to be King Dick the first day. There's a lot of stuff to learn. There's a lot of you gotta work some places for a little bit before you gain some trust, you know. And the places I've all worked there 2 or 3 years and all that stuff. I'll go out and show you the trucks later, uh, you know. But it took me 3 years of dedicating my life, you know, fucking to get to this point. You know, it's not been easy. The Duramax is running pretty good. You know, it's a pickup truck, man. I get in and drive it. Yes, we did find enough parking spots for the employees. I got them, you know what I'm saying? We got it figured out. Yes, Kevin, that is very true. I'm making steps to make it easier 5 year, you know, in 6 and 7 months down the road. Uh, you know, hopefully in, you know, I would say 2 years, I have this well-oiled machine. I have the same guys. I have, you know, some repeatability here. And once we get this repeatability, it's going to be smooth sailing. I won't have to be here as much, is what I'm trying to say. No, it's not time for a bigger shop. Bigger shop means more payments. And right now, that's not what you need. That's not what I need. People that say you should buy a shop first before you buy trucks are completely retarded. Shops cost money. They do not make money. The only way a shop could make money is if you were going to be a full-time diesel repair business, and that's going to take 12 months really to get to where you might break even the first couple months, but till it starts making money and pay for itself, that's a 12-month project. And that's a project you got to hit pretty hard. So a big fancy shop does nothing but show that you're King Dick. Really, that's all that it does. You know, you got to think your shop payment might be $6 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, one mechanic, one, you can only repair. Why have so many bays? You're exactly right. Why? Unless you were wanted to go to that direction later. Shops, it doesn't make any sense. It would be a bad business decision to invest all your money into a shop. You want to invest stuff into making you money, not costing you money. So you want to buy vehicles because the more trucks that you can run, the more you can earn. And not necessarily does that mean more that it goes out. Once you get to a certain level of trucks, it kind of, you know, there's a plateau, you know, like where your profits go up as your what goes out stays level from the math that I have done. Brian's videos, yes, I watch all Brian's videos. I watch them on his Patreon account. I'm a member of his Patreon. Yeah, but I watch Brian's videos of him and his grandpa working on that truck. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. He's getting it, though. He's starting to list stuff and cross it off and he's doing pretty good. Yes, Kevin, you're exactly right. 312 on your 03 Pete. No, it's not been that hard to find guys that I trust. You know what I'm saying? Not. I put them in the Sterling for a couple days, and if they cannot tear that thing up, then, hey, we're good. There you go. You're becoming your own Snap-on man. That's another business that is difficult, dude. You got to be... here's the tool business that a lot of people don't understand. The tool business is not about selling tools, okay? It kind of is, but it's kind of not. It's about building relationships with the guys that buy you tools, okay? And getting them to pay. And don't extend yourself so much out on the credit line to guys that you do not trust. You start them out very slow, $250, $500, no more than that on the truck account, okay? And if you be honest with these guys and give them a fair price, you know, work with them a little bit. Everybody likes to get a deal, even if it's only 5%. Like, hey, dude, if you pay cash, I take 5% off everything. And you're going to see it's about relationships. Same thing in the dump truck business. It's about relationships. And when they call, you know, you show up and you service them. That's, well, that kind of sounded weird. That sounded like, that sounded weird. But, you know, you take care of what they need, you know. And if they order something from you and you're not going to have it the next week, call them ahead of time and say, hey, dude, the fucking thing is on back order. As soon as I get it, I'll get it to you, you know. Yeah, it did kind of sound weird. Not like, you know, owning a dump truck business in the Snap-on route, it's about the same fucking thing. Oh, wrist pin teeper came out. Yeah, I know all about that. Yeah, definitely service them. I am not a big Mack truck fan. So I would say no. Yeah, there you go. I mean, if there's not been a Snap-on route and you're trying to build a Snap-on route, that's going to be difficult. Because the stuff is really fucking expensive. Yeah, no, Macks ain't what they used to be. If you did a lot of like off-road dirt work, like in bad dumps. The Max, the old ones used to be really good. Like our models, man, I know people that still got those running around with those narrow ass cabs. I don't know how the fuck, no air conditioning. I mean, you got to be a man to drive that fucking thing. None of my sissies would drive that thing. They would bitch the whole time. You know? Yeah, nothing but problems. That's because it's a glorified Volvo. And nobody wants a Volvo. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a Volvo. Okay, air suspension in a dump truck, especially for asphalt, dirt type work, it's not very good. The air suspension becomes very stable when you get that bed way up in the air. And now you guys may think that the road is flat driving down the highway, but it's not. The roads are kind of, they have some banking in them. And when you come around like on ramps, there is banking in there to help you make the corner. Okay, they're crowned, yes. So if air suspension, it kind of wobbles around and it'll give you a very uneven, not a stable feel. So you have to dump the airbags. Well, if your driver forgets to dump the airbags and lifts that bed up and the shit gets fucking stuck in there, it'll want to fucking, it'll try to twist the bed off there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big, I'm not going to buy a truck with air suspension. No. You know, very, 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 it takes a special person to drive it. Oh, there you go, Chris. All right, Airog. Didn't know you had to make a new phone. Couldn't figure out how to get in the old one. No, part of this business is expansion is that I'm not going to drive a truck every day. Okay? I'm going to be the guy that when somebody calls in sick, I'm going to fill in. The 389 that I had that I bought a well, they're called 388s because I bought short hoods. A long hood is just too, you can't have a 7-axle long hood, okay? That wheelbase, my 7-axle wheelbase is like 340 inches. I mean, this is a big motherfucker. So we can't have it 352 with a long hood. So the one that I customized is for Nick, you know. But the other 389 I got coming is really nice too. It'll have all the fucking lights and all that shit on it, you know, whatever you call that, you know, lights and, you know, plug and play system and all that stuff. The rest of the trucks are going to be legendary blue. Uh, that's what they're, it's a little bit lighter than that Viper blue, but it has a lot more metal flake in it. It's a really nice color. I saw it at the truck show. That Peterbilt that you saw in the truck show video, that's legendary blue. It looks really good outside. So that's the color that I had painted. Had the trucks painted. I like blue. You know, that's my company color is blue and black. So, you know, would I like to have everything blue and black? Yes. You know, could I get that right away? No. So, you know, it is what it is. Brady, I'm going to tell you that right now. That the automatic trucks underneath the grinder, God, it's so nice. Like your leg doesn't get tired. You don't get that clutch lag. It was really nice. It does make it easy. Nope, I am gonna. The Sterling is for sale right now. It's on Truck Paper and on Craigslist everywhere. I actually gotta re-up that thing to move it to the top. I got to, and then maybe when that 7-axle gets here, I'm probably gonna sell the Western Star and get another new one. Because the Western Star needs a bunch of work to make it kind of right to where anybody can drive it. And, do I want to put a $40,000 bed and $20,000 worth of lift axles under it and do some other work to it to get it right? I don't know if that's a good business decision to spend 65 grand on something that's that old. Okay. I don't really know when I could sell it for about maybe 85, 90 grand, take that money, put a down payment on another new one and have all new stuff. I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Hey, if Monster Energy would pay me to wrap their stuff and pay me every week to advertise while we drive around, I would definitely plaster the sides of the beds. Not a problem. James, the Cat, no, it has a 2WS motor in it, but it has a 6NZ file in it in the ECM, but it's a 2WS. It's the version right before the 6NZ. The only difference in the 2WS and the 6NZ is the 6NZ is a one-piece piston, and the 2WS is a two-piece piston. Okay, that's really it. Yeah, the green is just too much. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody paid me like $1,000 to advertise and drive around and says Monster Energy on the side of it, I ain't got a problem with it. What happens to the Street Beast? That's what I drive every day. It needs a windshield. A rock hit it. Now it's got a fucking crack all the way across the windshield. So it's going in to get its yearly detail washed and waxed and all that stuff. I'm going to have them put a windshield in it that time. Yes. Really, the single turbo Cat stuff is, no, that's on the Street Beast. That's on my personal truck. The single turbo Cat stuff is becoming harder and harder to find. I thought this Sterling would sell pretty quick. It hasn't. I've got a lot of phone calls in it. This is what happened yesterday. A guy called me from Washington, D.C. I could hardly understand him. And I was like, okay. And he offered me like what I wanted for it. And I thought, okay, that's kind of weird. He didn't ask no questions. And then he goes, I want to PayPal you the money. Okay, so he wanted to PayPal me 60 fucking grand. And I was like, dude, no, I don't think that that's going to work. I said, if you show, I was like, how are you going to come get this thing? He's like, oh, I'm going to have somebody come pick it up. Yeah, a PayPal scanner. I'm like, how in the hell? Yeah, I told him, if you show up here with 60,000 cash, we will go up to the bank, verify that it's all real money, okay? And, then I'll sell you the truck. But until then, I told him to fuck off. And then he said, well, do we have a deal? I said, are you bringing cash? No. I said, then fuck off. Yeah, I don't know how he was going to scam me on what was he going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how in the hell could you scam that? You know? Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, yeah, but how do you claim the money back? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cash or certified check is the only way that I'm selling anything. But if somebody brings me cash, I'm going to look at it, you know? Yeah, they're going to dispute the charges. That's what I figured they would want, you know? Yeah, then I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I thought. I wouldn't give them my PayPal account. Yeah, we're going to go. Yes, I did get 2050 Torx. Hey, what's up, Brian? Yep, I got 3 of them are 565 2050, and the 2 388s are 605 2050. That 605 adds 12 grand to the price. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, no way. That's what I told him. I said, this is a scam, dude. Brian the Headlight King. Hey, he did get his headlights working, though. It looks pretty good. Hi. Is that Giselle? Hey, you got to thank the Kevin Gibson guy. He said, you know. Oh, I already know how much his drums cost. I told him to buy both of them. Brian, did you buy both those drums? You better have bought both those drums so you got them. If there's only 2 in the country, that meant send them to me. It's $900. I'm telling you, it's going to save you money down the road. You're going to, you better. You know what I'm saying? It's going to save you time and money down the road, I'm telling you. Fucking telling you. You know, I got a bunch of stuff for the Sterling that goes with that thing. If you wait, I might order them. Yeah. Then they'll be 1,800. Yeah, we'll have them ship them from Texas. Truck Pro will put them on a truck for free. I mean, I'm telling you, when you have fucking... when they go, oh, yeah, we can get them. There's only 2 left in the country. Right there, you tell the guy, yeah, just get... I'll take both of them. You know. Even if you have to put it on a credit card, you get them coming. That was like when I found that Western Star hood. When that driver wrecked the truck and when I called Western Star to ask them if they could get me a hood and they laughed on the telephone, I was like, oh, fuck. This is not good. And I finally found one in a field. Not in a field, in the back of a place in New Hampshire. They had it there. The guy already paid for it, but he sold the truck and didn't want it, so they just kept it. And I called him and bought it. And I told the dude, I don't care, I'll take it right now, whatever the price is. Here's my credit card number. Don't let anybody come and get this thing. No, not all of them are Patreon members. They're just people that have been in the stream for a long time, so they get blue wrenches. Yeah, did you install? I saw where, I think, did you put it, you might have had them on the back side. It just depends. Some of those older slack adjusters are kind of fucked up where they got the nuts and stuff. So I wasn't sure. Yeah, you don't, well, you're not going to get one if you ask. Never heard of a $400 drum. They're out there. If they're hard to get and they don't make them, that's what the price is. How much are your brakes? I thought you said that your pads were $400 when you find them. Finding that old truck part stuff is hard to find. I pay my drivers by percentage. It varies. $150 with a set of springs. I think that's what mine costs too. They're like 125 or something. It varies on how much, like how much experience you got. You know what I'm saying? The next trucks won't be here till July. Like July 4th weekend, I think, is the beds are supposed to be put that on there. Yes, I am putting disc brakes on all my stuff. I want to try the disc brakes. I know a lot of people say it's got to be safer. It's got to be completely safer. And they said they last a long time. We're going to see if that's it. You know, people said, well, the rotors are expensive. You know, but I'd rather have them stop. Why no Bimbo beds? I really like this ARM company. They've been really great to work with. They offer a lot more customized features than Bimbo beds, and they're all the same beds. That Brandon bed is it's a copy of a Bimbo. You know, all it is AR steel, right? Anybody can laser cut it and bend it. You know, they all have certified welders, so it's not like one dump bed is the same as the other. There's really no difference. It's about what this ARM place can install 3 of them a week. Okay, so they're built up to put them on quick, you know. And right now, that's the only place that's... I like the ARM bed. It's been... fuck, they're great beds. Chris asks, how does that happen? The drivers are stupid, and they're not paying attention. If you look at my trucks, it has a red light that tells you the bed's up. There's a little red light right there that says the bed's up. Guy's not paying attention, just fucking stupid. You know, I would be pissed off. That one in Canada fucks that shit up. They have the same hoist pins as the Bimbo beds. You hear, they're all the same shit. They're all sourcing their parts from the same fucking place. Okay? You can only get so many bed pins made from one place. They all know each other. They're all the same, dude. It's just like a truck. You know what I'm saying? They all have the same frame rails. They all have the same rear ends. They all have the same brakes. It's cab and interior is the difference. And styling. That's the only thing you're paying difference for. And maybe like wiring connections and stuff like that. Other than that, they're all the same. Oh, Brian, you hit 1,000 subscribers? Congratulations. You'll be monetized next month. There you go. Yes, all the whole bed is hard ox. It's 3/16. I was going to have some 1/4-inch floors made till they gave me a weight breakdown. And I was like, nope, 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 nope. That's too heavy. That's too heavy. So we just put 1/4-inch floors in them. Or 3/16 floor, that's supposed to be good for 10 years. I don't haul a lot of concrete and shit like that. You know. Yes, you build it, you destroy it. Yeah, they're all the same thing. They're all sourcing them. Bimbo and Brandon are all from Canada. You know, it just is what it is. No, I don't want to get a bed vibrator. I never saw the need in a bed vibrator. All right, Derek, if you want to talk to me, the best way is to email me. You know, hauling asphalt is really not hard on the beds. You know, actually, this asphalt taper that's on these beds is absolutely phenomenal. I didn't know how it was going to work, but the two paving foremans that we've been in their pavers, they both have been like, yeah, dude. Like one of them, he's a dickhead. His name is Jerry Nadeau, and he hates truck drivers. But Nick usually works for him. They get along because they hate everybody. So they have a kindred spirit there. And Nick drove the white one day, and Jerry came up to him and said, "When are you getting one like this?" And he said, "Mine will be here in August, Jerry." He goes, "Well, tell your owner, keep buying them with this fucking asphalt taper in them." He goes, that thing dumps in the paver so nice. You know, we've been on that crew every day since. There's been a truck there. So that's pretty cool. No, what it does is it's just how it's kind of tapered like this, and it has a down lip. So when you lift the bed up, it doesn't hit the fucking it doesn't hit the paver. It's just what bed. We'll go out there and I can walk out there and show you, but no, right now I have mountain tarps on them. The next ones are coming with an Aero system. Actually, Aero Tarp and this arm company are getting together, and they're going to build a custom tarp for their beds. So it's going to fit perfect. It's going to have some automatic features where you hit the button and it has some stop solenoids. We're going to see how long that works. So the driver can just hit it one time. It'll roll back, okay, and it'll stop at a certain place just to make it a little bit more hands-free. That's what I asked if they could do, and they said they're going to look into it. But just how it fits on the bed, it's going to be all able to get over the cab shield and shit like that. So it's going to be pretty... I'm interested to see it. I told them I'm going to go up to Canton when they get it ready and take a look at it. Yeah, awesome. We're going a different direction on the bolt bends. I've actually found guys that are really cool. They're all, you know, I actually knew the salesman in this area, so that's cool. Yeah, James, that porno lingo comes out. You know, I don't mean to, you know, say like that type of, that type of shit, but hey, my live stream, my thing. Fastenal wanted to charge like $2,100 for the bolt bends that I wanted, and they couldn't get me one in fine thread. So, and their socket head cap screws, they didn't have ones that were worth a fuck. So I got a whole bunch of different stuff coming. This place said, because I'm a new customer, introductory bolt bends, $1,200. And that's bolts, that's up to 1.5 inches, 8 inches long. So we're going to have some big shit laying around here. Now I just need a plasma cutter in case I have to repair these beds and figure out where I can get some AR plate from. I know nothing about Dickerson Fleet Service. Back when we were drag racing, they used to take care of the trucks up there in Indy. That's who would come and change tires and all that shit for us. I know nothing about them. Yep. A guy last week in the stream gave me said, "Hey, dude, go to Kimball Midwest, man." And he emailed me his guy's stuff, and I called that guy, and that guy had people here the next morning. It was totally awesome. All right, see you later, Chris. I can talk about it. I've talked about it before. You know, kind of is what it is. Kevin Gibson, that is true. I do need to get everything going smoothly by 2022 so I can run for the Republican nomination after Trump because we're going to need another lion in there. You know, we need a guy in there that I'm going to tell the world, I got a bigger button than all of you and my shit works. Don't fuck with me, okay? Because I'm not none of your bullshit. I'm firing all these Congress fuckheads, you know, all this, you know, we're not going to do what you say. Like, listen, lips, you guys have fucked this up. Let's just try it my way. Give me, I don't know, 2 years my way. And then if it doesn't work, we'll go back to your way. But my way will work. You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen. You know, yeah, I'm sure everybody would vote for me. You know, junkie for president. You know, but we'll walk out here and I'll show you guys this asphalt paper and that shit. Yes, actually, having Trump in there has helped the dump truck business, especially the asphalt hauling business, because they are doing a lot of stuff. So take a look at the blue one. You can see I got them washed up. I did fuck up the other one, you know, but this is the blue one. See, it's got like a little metal flake in it, but it's not too bad. But, you know, I foam cannoned it out, and we got the 19.5s on. So you can see this, you know, it gave us a couple more inches of ground clearance, and it lightened up the trucks like 450 pounds. Yeah, it does need to be waxed, but this is what they consider an asphalt taper. See how this bed is at an angle here? Oh, shit. You know, like that. And this is like this. This is 22 inches of overhang here, like that. You know, and this door is shorter if it was a square bed. So this door gets shorter, and that's what helps it out. But you can see, you know, that's what makes it easier. The best stuff that I've found to take that off is that Citrol. You know, like I fucked up this one pretty bad. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you. So, the sun got on it and the soap dried on there, but, you know, that's all right. But the 19.5s is the way to go. Yeah, that apprentice, when he gets back from what he has to do, we will be doing all that. But, you know, there's the one for sale. It's ready to go. And I washed Nick's truck. So, yeah, the 19.5s are definitely worth it. That's what's on this truck. With 22.5s, it's just too big. Like you can see, that one has 22.5s, but I'm not changing that one. You know, it is what it is. So that's the trucks. You know, the foam cannon thing works. I just got to get better at it. You know, see, here's my fuel tank, you know, and then you're on camera. This is my 10-foot storage unit. This is what keeps all my truck washing stuff. And then, you know, here's where I get my fuel, Likens. And we're almost down to a half a tank. So we probably use 500 gallons a week, but you know, it is what it is. But here's the here's the new lights they're putting in. So they put these LEDs in here, which really brightened up the shop quite well. I'll give you guys a full shop tour, like once the I'll give you guys a full shop tour once all the bolt bends and stuff gets installed. Oh. Hey, what's up, Kendall Long Guy? Where's all the extra outlets? They're all over on this side. They moved a lot of stuff around for me. Nope, I don't have to get concrete pillars around the tank. That's a double-walled tank. That's able to just sit there just like that. When am I getting a lathe? Maybe next winter. I don't know. Whenever I can find a nice one, that's when we'll get a lathe. But I am going to get one. I got to get back on the socket tray build. It'll probably be another month before we get that. Nope, there's no teething problems with the Cummins. There we go. There's no teething problems with the Cummins. I haven't had any problems. Get rid of those trolls here on a Saturday afternoon. Marco, you'll see all the extra outlets. I got air all the way around the shop, and I'm feeling pretty good. Ken the Long Guy, 24 6 days a week starts Tuesday. Yeah, I liked his. He had to go. He was just asked. He was, you know, that was an obvious troll account there. We'll be Tuesday. We're gonna start that, so we'll see how that goes. Miles, do I sell cages of the Citral? Get back with me in about a month. I've been in contact with Schaefer's. Oh, your truck spec? What was that, James? I probably missed it. I'm trying to get a Schaefer's deal where I can get product at a significant rate or cheaper rate and stuff like that. So, you know. Yeah, it's about 184 bucks. It's not water wetter. What it is it's stuff to clean. It's an orange product. My toolbox cost, list price is $35,000. I paid 21 grand. Davis Beds in Little Rock guarantee one-day bed installs. How in the fuck do they do that? Holy shit. Oh, it's all right, Evan. You've been rolling yards. I thought you were a blue wrench on this one. Diesel smoke, no. So after 2018, 567, 18. Oh, that's what you want, a Monster Green? Well, you know, try it out. You can only get 565. Oh, no problem, Elite Class. No, Jason has not been missing the old junkie. Jason will get taken care of here very soon. So, you know, he's still around. I just haven't bought very much stuff. He came and dropped off some stuff that I bought off promo, you know, like when he had me sign up for the stuff that I wanted. But There'll be more stuff coming. Don't worry about that. We'll, once we get all this truck stuff handled, we're gonna be buying a lot of specialty tools and some other shit that you guys will be like, holy fuck. But Diesel Smoke, to get back to the regen system, so after 2018, they changed it. Okay, it's half the size and better reliability. So no, I am not too worried about the regen system. The systems from like 2012, 2013, probably up to 2015, those had a lot of problems once they got a lot of miles on it. But this newer system seems to be working. They made it kind of an all-in-one system, so it's half the weight and all that stuff. It's not too bad, to be honest with you. Oh, you'll come to work when I get something like that? All right. Yeah, clog the DPF. My one driver, he had his own truck, so he knows to turn it off. I just got to get the other ones into turning the thing off. You can't let it run all the time. Okay, 2017, they started the new after treatment stuff. It seems to be a lot better. There you go, Chuck. I'm happy. You're not going to hear me bitch and complain about the trucking stuff. I know what I'm getting myself into. Um, I'm not going to be a sissy about it and complain about it. This is how I chose to make a living. I am, that means it's kind of like a marriage. I'm married to this trucking business stuff. Uh, you know, and that means for better or worse and sickness and health, all that bullshit, it is what it is, you know? Yeah, drivers can be a pain. Uh, the best thing I can say about drivers is don't be a micromanager. When you have one that needs to be micromanaged, you basically pass him off to your other drivers and they will fix him within a week. Like, hey, call this guy. Don't call me. You can fucking handle it. I want you to put on your big boy pants and think, and then call me back if you figure out the problem. 9 times out of 10, once you tell them to do that a couple times, it's fucking over. Yeah, Ken, I am happy with the automatics. It took out some stress. They're easy to drive underneath the mill. Not a problem. They're a little weak, but fixing the transmission coating made that a lot better. But you know, it is what it is. Elite class. What does it matter if you're black? I don't. I don't. That doesn't mean anything to me. Oh no, I haven't had any problems, but we'll find out. All right, James, you got a squeaky clean driving record. All right. Uh, no, on an '07 Peterbilt. What are you talking about, bud? No. I'm not gonna buy an '07. I'm only buying new shit. Uh, I actually have a truck for sale. I'm not buying anything. Oh fuck! I did have to call you back. Ah shit. Elite class. Damn it! I thought I was gonna call you. I got busy that one day. Ah fuck. I'll give you a call. Uh, just email me your number again. I probably fucking forgot it. It's kind of been hectic around here. I've been fighting with the internet company. There's a whole bunch of shit going on. I probably got sidetracked on that. Oh, okay. All right, James. Well, come here, start driving, and I'll get you whatever you want. No elite class. No, dude, you got to understand. Uh, oh no, no, no. I'll talk to you. I got other guys calling me too. uh, you know, I got a lot of, like, let me tell you, uh, my days kind of go by faster than what I think. I've been trying to get home and spend time with the kids. I remember we were going to talk that one day, but you said you were going to go to sleep. I think that was you, or it could have been another guy. Man, I've been helping, I've been answering so many people's questions. I called another guy that was up in northern Ohio, but I think he messaged me off of Facebook. Uh, you know, but I mean, it's, dude, like once you start showing you're expanding your business, a lot of people call and ask you questions. And I'm okay with that, you know, like I can just give them my experience. I'm not trying to tell them what to do. Yeah, James, you could bunk with the in-laws. Yeah, you can't stay with me. You'll have to get your own place. The wife, nobody's allowed at our house anymore. I don't even think she'd let our friends stay there over the night if they were drunk. She would buy them an Uber and send them home. She's burnt out on the people living there. No, they are not still in my house, thank God. That ended the week after Christmas. What's up, George? Yeah, stay with Yoda. Man, I've actually, last Saturday, why I didn't do that live stream is we had this guy, Blake, some young kids. I talked about fixing his truck. Well, me and Jim worked on it. We just thought, yeah, they need to get, so this young kid, Blake, contacted me because he saw me and Jim work on that Big Cam Cummins. And he called me and said, hey, man, somebody fucked up my shit. Can you guys take a look at it? I said, okay, bring it down. So the first thing we found was that the accessory drive was on wrong, so we couldn't figure out the timing mark. So I said, Jim, let's just old school this shit. I put a dial indicator up there on a mag base, and we just we just plunged bottom the injector out, and then let's just do 50 inch-pounds, and we'll just run it like an N14. And he said, okay. So we tried that, and it just still wouldn't work. I thought the injectors were fucked up, or Jim thought the injectors were bad. I still think the injectors are a little fucked up. But Blake called Monday and said, hey, dude, you got it to stop smoking all the time. Like, he goes, it smokes a little bit till it gets till it gets warmed up. But driving down the road, it was exactly like it was before I took it to this place that completely foobarred as shit. And I said, all right, so you don't want us to fix it and, you don't want us to put injectors in? He's like, nah, I want to run it for a little bit, save up some money, and then we'll fix that accessory drive and put injectors in it at a later time. I said, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're ready, we'll be here. All right, yeah, this wall I've already got kind of emptied, and it'll be fully emptied here in another week or so. J-Bone, what happened to that guy? Well, that guy ran his mouth on Facebook, and his truck's been sitting. All right. I like a clean look. I haven't put anything on the beds. That would it'd just be yeah, he's got a lot to learn about building relationships and not to burn bridges. That guy is going to have the same problems no matter where he goes, because all his problems are his problems, not the people he works for. So I really don't care what the fuck happens to him, to be honest with you. It's no skin off me, but, I tried to do the guy a solid and help him out. He thought I was fucking him. Well, Go down the fucking road, but I really don't care. You ain't gonna ruin my reputation over your dumb shit. You know, I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, they all have different procedures on the big cams, yes, but where he took it fucked them up. So we were just trying to get it to where it was reasonable, and we got it reasonable, you know. So, yeah, I mean, if I was going to keep the trucks, I kind of have some different business plans that I might try down the road. I want to see what type of reliability I get out of these trucks and kind of when the reliability starts going away. And we are going to rotate trucks out before that. So, you know, right now they have a 3-year, 300,000 mile engine warranty on them. And that's going to take about 5 years to get to that 300,000 miles, maybe. You know, maybe 4 years. I really don't know. But we are going to, you know, I'm thinking about rotating equipment. Thanks, Josh. Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't like my beard, but the most important person likes my beard, so my beard's going to stay. That's my wife. And I like my beard too. I don't really care. I'm a fat guy. You know, I drink Mountain Dew. I fucking smoke cigarettes. I'm okay, bud. Yeah, James, I know about the base circle of the Cummins stuff. It's just the accessory drive was put off. It was put on probably 2 teeth off, and when the other guys did it, they couldn't figure out how to plunge the indicator down, and then, you know, we got it pretty close. I mean, I'm not saying it's 100%, but the customer was happy with it. Uh, that's all I care about. Yeah, no deletes because it's the you know, I don't want to do that. I don't have to worry about the EDL laws, but here's my thing. Instead of bitching about it, what you have to do is figure out, okay, we're going to be on these e-logs from now till we all die. So instead of bitching, figure out what you got to do to make the e-logs work. Okay? Does that mean a different company? Does that mean not put all your eggs in one basket? Try different e-log companies. Try different stuff. Okay? Let's, when, if you're a good business person, no matter what obstacles get put in front of you, you should be able to get yourself out of them if you have enough experience. Okay? That's just my theory. There's also ways to make it. I think the e-logs is a good thing because I think in 6 months to a year, they're going to have to raise the trucking rates. Now, that means everybody's goods that gets shipped by truck is probably, it's going to get passed on to the consumer, but they're going to have to do something. So you just have to stay there, figure out what, you know, figure out how you can make a living doing e-logs, and that's what it is. Everybody says it's about big government. Look, it probably is, but let's be honest, all right? There was nobody that ran legal in this country. I don't care what they said. They all can say they did. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I know that most truckers want to be like, hey, we're the last cowboys and it's wild, wild west. Well, now a lot of those good, really good truck drivers that did obey the law and knew what the fuck they were doing, they're all retired or dying. So now we have a bunch of foreigners and other people, anybody that's Swift and all these big companies can get to drive these trucks, and they can't drive a plumb fucking nickel. So the government did have to come in and step in and make e-logs. And then they said, well, everybody's got to fucking do it, you know? And that's what it is. Yeah, you know, you have to, eventually the e-logs will fix the shippers and receivers. That's going to be the thing, or nobody's going to haul their fucking freight. So eventually it'll fix itself. You just have to figure out what I got to do in the time being till they fix themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, that's it. And, you know, here's another thing. How are you, if you're, I don't think I would want to get into moving freight on the highway. I would want to get into moving specialized, like heavy equipment freight, construction equipment freight. You never really have to worry about that being ready to ship and all that bullshit. But hauling like goods for a fucking Walmart or something like that, there's fucking no money in that. Like, think about it. If you're a small carrier, how in the fuck are you going to compete with big carriers? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't fucking compete with these guys. So don't try. Figure out something else that they're not doing that you can do. That's it. Yeah, I think the e-logs is great. They don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they told me tomorrow I have to put e-logs in my dump trucks, I'd put them in there. I'm already going to have a system like that in a couple months. It's basically an e-log system. It's not really called an e-log. It's just for me, but it'll be able to tell me everything that truck's doing, and it's going to do some things to make my life a lot easier. So, you know, why not fix it? Why not use technology to make the shit better? You know? And one thing that when I hated racing, when I went to Forces, they had e-logs. I fucking loved it. I didn't have to write no bullshit down. I hated fucking filling out a logbook. I fucking hated it because hell, I couldn't even spell half the fucking towns I was in or where I stopped and got fuel. Then they couldn't read my fucking logbooks. It was a fucking disaster. I hated it. So, you know, when I went to Forces, they had e-logs. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Like, all the other drivers bitched. I'm like, dude, this is great. I ain't got to write nothing down. I don't give a fuck. I'll stop in 8 hours and take a piss and fiddle fuck around for a half an hour. I don't give a shit. You know, the next guy will take over. I don't care. Their own tractors and dump bodies. I don't know. I've never had a dump body, to be honest with you, so I don't know what type of work I could get for a dump body, but, you know, I'm always interested in brokering people. Nope, they have specialized movers that come in and move the equipment. They have their own trucks, but they have so many pieces of equipment they can't move it all. So they have like a broker type, you know, they divvy work out to other guys to do heavy haul stuff for them. Thank you, Elite Class. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I sit here and you know, I listen to somebody bitch for 2 hours about, you know, e-logs and all this shit. I just fucking, you know, I don't fucking get it. You know, I've never seen anybody bitch so much in my life. No, James. No, I'm not paying anybody to be here. Nobody has to be here if they don't want to be here. If you don't want to listen to my bullshit, then you don't have to. Just text me your number and I'll get with you probably Monday of next. We'll set up a time to talk Monday, and I'll talk to you. Yeah, dude, those conveyor belt trucks, I don't know about those. Last year, my driver Nick called me. He goes, Justin, they got this fucking conveyor truck out here. He goes, dude, this thing weighs fucking, like, he goes, it weighs like 38,000 pounds empty. All right. And they're putting 16 ton on this thing. And this guy is fucking dumping this shit out in the paver. He goes, this is fucking nuts. He goes, this guy, I don't know how he's getting all the shit out because the asphalt was getting stuck in the fucking thing. He kept having to spray it and they were yelling at him. I'm like, Nick, I don't know. I was like, Nick, we're not getting one. We're not getting fucking one of those. So don't ask, you know. No, I'm not that busy. I can talk to you while I'm riding around Monday. I just forgot. I got working on a truck. I think that night I was going to call you. Something broke. I think George came down and we fixed lights on trucks. Yeah, rubber belts and asphalt don't mix. That's what. This thing was fucking fucked. I've seen a lot of live bottoms do asphalt. They just dump it in the center, then pave over it. Yeah, this thing had like a hydraulic conveyor belt that would conveyor it out into the fucking paver. And my driver was like, Justin, I've never seen no shit like this. They gave him all the bridge work. I think he was there because there was a lot of bridges on this road. And so they were using him to get by the bridges. If you lived in Cincinnati, I could work a 5-axle Mack. Yes, it was different than a live bottom. Yeah, that's what I thought. Send it to me. I'll fix it. Jason Bourne 777. That's interesting. No, I've seen the neighbors over here. They're an asphalt company, and they have a couple of conveyor trucks over there. They haven't used them in years, but, I mean, they're over there rusting like the rest of their shit. The guy that owns that company over there is, I think that he is a hoarder. Okay, now I don't think, I know he's a hoarder. And they got more money than God. Okay, they got a lot of money. Like, when they were over here putting the concrete in to keep the shit, I was talking to them, they're funny. The one brother's hilarious. Like, he bought a $250,000 tractor, like a big fucking tractor you'd have on like a 1,000-acre farm. It's sitting over there, still with the auction ticket on it. The guy that was bidding against him pissed him off, so he just bought it. No, you can have a Class B. Class A is for combination vehicles. Class B is anything over 26,000 pound straight truck. So a dump truck is considered a straight truck. Oh, okay. Yeah, they got to be a winner, dude. One day I'll walk over there and show you this tractor, and I'll tell you the story about why he bought it. But anyway, yeah, all his stuff is collected rust over there. But yeah, Scott, I don't know if I'm a family-friendly channel, but you know, I do try to keep it entertaining. Oh, no, they don't bitch about not having enough money. No, they got plenty of money. They don't even bid work. They've been around so long, people call them and they just go out and do work, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing. No, not all the new dump trucks are automatic. There's 4 that are going to be automatic. The rest are going to be 18 speeds. So I got some automatics just to make it easier to open up the driver market. Hey, James, thank you that you guys are not here for all the money. I really don't have that much money. My money's all tied up in iron, you know, in trucks. I ain't really got that much money. I'm getting 8 total. They'll be coming in throughout the year. They just take so long to get made. That's the problem. No, I like the Hendrickson Hallmax. I run 46,000 pound rears. I like that Hendrickson suspension. The Chalmers, I've never been big on that. No, I'm not on a ramens and bean diet. I got a little more money than that, but you know, I couldn't afford to pay all you guys. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not on ramen. Actually, no, last night we had this beef tip thing that Brittany made. It was actually really fucking good. Yes, I work on C15 cats. Yes. Yeah. Brian, I don't know how you're eating on that. Yes, steaks. Actually, you know, tomorrow night I probably need to take Brittany out to dinner some night this week. We need to have a date night. You know what I'm saying? We had one a couple weeks ago, and it was fun. We went down to that Prime Steakhouse, which I'm sure you guys saw the pictures I put on the community's page. But man, that Prime Steakhouse is the shit. The only thing that I was pissed off about is I've been craving, what is my favorite dessert is creme brulee, okay? And I told the lady as soon as I get there, I want creme brulee for dessert, so just get me one fucking ready. Well, she forgot to put it in, and they ran out. So I was completely devastated, you know? Completely devastated. Had to go. The blue wrenches are just people around here. How much an hour do I get for a 6-axle? It depends. It's between 80 and 85 an hour. Somewhere in there. Just depends who you're working for. Yes, you do get a discount the more trucks you buy. Have I tried 3/4? Yes, I used it this morning to change that thing. But I'm going to have a video using it. I want to see how many wheels it can take off because I have to change some 22 5s to 19 5s coming up here. I'm going to shoot a video and we're going to talk about super big dick banana hammock. Could you charge $80 for a triaxle? Depends where you live. You know? The new Snap-on brushless. It is coming. I told you guys it would be here. I'm going to talk to Jason. I have a standing order to have one as soon as he gets his hands on it. He's known that forever. The super big dick banana hammock and regular big dick banana hammock weigh about the same. There's not much difference. I'm assuming that the Snap-on brushless will be here sometime in May. I've seen a couple pictures on the collector's page and stuff like that. Depends where you live, elite class. That's going to be the biggest thing. $80 for a triaxle, that's pushing it. You better be able to haul 80,000. Now, I think over in Kentucky, you can probably get about 75 for that fucker, but that's about it. Do you need money and credit to buy things? Yes. In the trucking business, I'm fortunate that I have a pretty good credit score and I could come up with some money down to buy these 2 trucks. It'll be out at the end of the year. They're beta testing it now. Yeah, Jason sent me a picture of one that I might get one to test. I'm not going to make anything, but I'm not going to make any promises. But yeah, you need a little bit of credit, and you also have to how the guy that your salesman has got to believe in you too. No, but I'm buying 6 trucks, like I said, cash, and I financed 2. So, you know, and that's the white and the blue one. Uh, but the other ones that'll come in later, that's going to be a cash deal. KJ said the 1/2 inch. Okay, Kevin, I can't wait. I can't wait for that brushless. The thing was kind of ugly. I was like, man, they could have made that look a lot better. I was like, fuck. Did you see it on the collector's page too? The collector's page is fucking phenomenal. There's guys putting shit on there all the time. Yeah, the battery is ugly as fuck. But the design of the backside of the brushless thing, they could have made it a lot shorter. I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, man, I think that might be the beta test ones, but they might change it when they come out. How long am I hoping to pay all these off? Hopefully in 2 years. I'm going to pay off the other 2. It's on the Snap-on collectors page, I do believe. I thought that's where I saw it. How do you approach contractors directly? Okay. Well, no, you cannot lease dump trucks. How I did it is I found out who's in charge of dispatching the trucks. Okay, and I went up there and I talked to them. I just said, hey, I have a truck. Would you guys be interested in working it? Okay, I'm new to this. I'll do anything that you want me to do and all that stuff. Would you be interested in working it? I'll do night shift. I'll do day shift. I don't really care. And he goes, yeah, we got some night shift work. We're always looking for guys in night shift. And I said, okay, well, when you get some night shift, give me a call. I'll come and drive, I'll come and run it. And they gave me like one night shift early in the year, and then they didn't give me anything for a while. And then all of a sudden, once I went out there and I started working like every day, it's been nonstop ever since. They usually test you a little bit. They're going to give you a day. They're going to see how you do. They're going to see all this stuff. And then they'll give you more and more later. But it's really about going out there, presenting yourself well. Just remember, you're selling yourself. Just find out, you call their office and you find out who dispatches their trucks. What was my first truck? It was the white Sterling out there, or as I call it, the Turgling. But it's not really a Turgling. It's been a good truck. I just call it that. That was my first truck. How much does it cost to run a quad axle? It's a little bit cheaper than a 7 axle or a 5, but it's not. You're going to make a little less money, but it doesn't really do much. I mean, I'll probably never have a quad axle. I like the 6 axle stuff. Here in Ohio, it's the best way to do. The best way to do it. It costs the same to run a quad or a 7, really. The only thing, the maintenance, the tire bill is a little bit higher on a 7 and a 6 because you got an extra set of tires and an extra axle you have to grease and all that stuff. But to me, I don't think it's not that. It's the cost difference is not that much. With a quad axle, you're going to make 75 to 79 bucks. Well, if they can haul 80,000 pounds, they can haul 80,000 pounds, you know. Yes, I keep in touch with Joel. We don't talk very much, but we always have never talked very much on the phone. We share some texts back and forth. That's about it. Joel realizes that I'm busy and I have a business to run. Okay, uh, you know what I'm saying? He realizes that. I'm okay with that. We talk. Uh, we talk every, once a month, somewhere in there. But yeah, we talk. I've always gotten along with Joel. Joel's a great dude. I want Joel to reach his YouTube goals too. I'm starting to reach, you know, I'm starting to reach my YouTube goals, and Joel has some goals, and they're very similar. So I wish Joel all the greatest success on here, as I could have. You know, he's a cool dude. He's just extremely busy. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize how much time we dedicate to this YouTube stuff. It's a lot of my time is dedicated to this, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy, making the videos and shooting the videos. I like sharing what I'm doing, and I like sharing what I'm doing in my own way. Uh, I like the live streams, the once a week live streams. I like communicating with you guys. I think that makes my channel stronger. I try not to wear out the live streams, and I try not to get on here and bitch and moan and cry. I try to answer your questions. I figured everybody would like to, I can't dedicate, time to everybody, but, the people that are, come in here and answer I'll answer your questions. I try to answer everybody's questions. It's pretty much that. The gross vehicle weight, like empty weight on my trucks, is 31,280 pounds full of fuel is what they weigh. But you can take them all the way to 80,000 with, 24 and, what is that, 24 and a half tons on it will take it to 80,000. Yeah, there is a couple Snap-on reps that have Snap-on accounts. What's his name? There's a tool guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Instagram content. I like the Instagram, to be honest with you. I like taking the pictures and showing stuff. Yeah, Hozo too. I can't pronounce that guy's name. That guy sells some shit now. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a big Snap-on account right there. That guy is probably a $1.5 to $2 million a year Snap-on guy. He's big time. He might be more than that. I need to get something to drink. I'm fucking dying. He might be more than that. Me and Gary are Are Detroit diesels any good? Depends. I've never been a big Detroit diesel fan. That's just me. But I heard the 60 series that people like. The new series, I don't know nothing about it. Hey, the DeWalt shelves, for the price, they are some of the best shelving units I've ever bought. And I've bought a lot of them. For the price, those DeWalt ones are the shit. I'm not getting an international. The little ones were like $199. The big ones, I think, were $225, somewhere in there. Yeah, I'm not getting an international. You're out of your goddamn mind buying one of those. You'll never see me with a Mac. You'll never see me with a Volvo. You're never going to see me with anything like that. Yeah, Mike, you should be selling stuff. No, I've never met AVE. I would like to. I'd like to talk to him, but I've never met him. Yeah, internet. I call them internationals. They're fucking junk. Hey, Mike and Kevin, let's keep it above the waist, boys. You two going at it. You two are like two old. You're like two old married couple. Been together 50 years, and you just yak yak yak. Western Stars are good trucks. Here's what I like about Western Stars. Okay, I don't like that Freightliner owns them, but I do like how they. I do like how some of their electrical connectors and stuff like that. The Western Stars are pretty nice. Um, Western Star was kind of my first choice, but the problem is that I read up some research on getting them into the Freightliner dealership if there's a problem, and they're usually backed up like 2 or 3 weeks. So uh, that's why I didn't go there, and they didn't have trucks that I was interested in on the ground. Most of them were Detroits. I didn't want that. I wanted Cummins stuff. So I was going to have to order all of them. I met Peterbilt Bob from Northern Ohio Peterbilt. I called him on the phone. Uh, we're working on a relationship, building some long-term trust there. And I really like Bob. He's done more than anybody, more than I could ask for having a guy call him on the telephone and ask for the things that I asked for. And he has met all of my expectations and more. Uh, you know, like when I went to my local bank to get financing and they turned me down, Bob had me financed on 2 trucks in under 20 minutes. Come and get them. So Bob is done more done more for this expansion than anybody else. I will be a customer of his for a long period of time. I like Bob. I told him I hope he's not retiring soon. I want to do more business with him in the future. I found a guy. I realized that his dealership is 3 hours away. Yeah, banks don't like small businesses. That is true. His dealership takes me about 3 hours to get there, but uh, that doesn't deter me one bit. He's been great. I'm thinking about when I go up and pick up the next trucks, I'll shoot a video of me and Bob standing there. I'll ask Bob if he wants to be in it. And he he's a pretty cool old dude. I got 6.9 on one and 7.1 on the next one. So it's not too bad. Yeah, the banking is going to be an issue that I'm going to come running into. Uh, you know, he's up in Findlay, Ohio. His name is Bob Grosstein. I would recommend if anybody wants to buy a truck, go check out Bob. He has been the best that I've dealt with. He is on the ball. He gets shit done. You know. No, I don't want no pack car engine. They don't make big horsepower stuff. Northern Ohio. I like Bob. I call him Peterbilt Bob. That's what he is in my phone. It's Peterbilt Bob. Uh, he's great. Yes, he sells day cabs. He's got a bunch of stuff up there. If not, I know that they got like 40 trucks in the queue that they can easily switch around and get you a build date pretty quick. You know, the only problem, like I could have got more 567s, but I wanted some 389s. They're called 388s, but they're great. Yeah, the MX-13, just not enough power for what I do. Nope, I haven't had a hard time finding drivers. You offer new Peterbilts and health insurance and a fair wage, uh, these guys have, it's not been easy. It's been pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the biggest thing I have is finding drivers with clean driving records that don't have an accident, like they backed into somebody pulling out of the grocery store. Fuck. My insurance is already too much. What do my guys make annually? Anywhere from about 38,000 to 44. Just depends on how much they work, how much they want to work. Like I got one dude, he begs me every Saturday to work. I mean, he loves it. But I would say during the season, he grosses $1,500 a week, and he does that for 35 weeks. He is pretty consistent. 5 days, he never misses a day. The only time I had him missing a day is when he got hurt last year, but he never does that. He works every day. I got a repair video. It's already up on the Patreon account. That'll be next Wednesday or Friday video. I have another video out. It's kind of repair video. That'll be coming out tomorrow morning. But hopefully we don't have very many more repairs to do here. I'm hoping not to. Who do I drive for? I don't drive for anybody. I'm my own person. There is no April Tool of the Month. Everybody voted to pass because I'm busy. I'm going to do something special for May. I got a plan. I'm not going to ask anybody what the Tool of the Month is. I'm just going to do something that will be, it'll come out mid-May. Well, yeah, I don't drive. Yeah, Kevin doesn't drive either. Where did I buy those floor mats? I got them from Rainey's Truck Parts in Florida online. I called, or I just, ordered them online. Oh, okay. I will never have a day off working on dump trucks. I get days off, Now, my weekends, I don't really get off because that's usually when I fix and grease the stuff. But during the week, I don't have to do very much, And I enjoy what I do. You guys got to understand, I came from, for a long period of my life, I worked every day, I mean, drag racing, we worked holidays, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. It didn't matter. There's always something to do, So I'm used to working a long period of time. We do need some junkie for president. I'll let Trump take the 2020, but I'll get the 2022 going. Maybe I do need to make some magnets or some stickers that says junkie for president 2022. That'd be great. But I mean, I enjoy coming down here. I enjoy trucks. I like dump trucks. I don't know, I don't think that, yeah, the lion. Junkie the Lion. That's what it'll be. It'll be a lion's head and, junkie for president. I think that'd be a big hit. I enjoy what I do. Well, because Trump could win 2020. It'd be 2024. You know what I'm saying? I like, I love this, man. I love the challenge, okay? Every day I want to learn something new. That's what it is. I want to expand my skill set. I absolutely love it. My first truck was that Sterling. And I mean, yeah, every job has problems, you know, but it's how you deal with the problems, you know. Yeah, I do need to. That's what it is. I gotta focus on management. And that's what I do during the week. I also come in here. There's going to be a guy that I'm going to hire that's going to do more of the maintenance stuff once I get him trained up. You know, like I said, in 6, 7 months, dude, this is going to be a breeze. I'm going to have this down to a pretty science. And hopefully you guys can learn something about how I set up everything that I got going on here. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's more money, more problems. To a little bit of a consent, Marco, I don't believe that. I would say, I don't know. I mean, I heard Biggie Smalls said more money, more problems, but it's just a lot about how you deal with those problems, you know? I'm a problem solver by nature. That's what I do. You know, that's what I absolutely love is problem solving, you know? Like I like taking something that's fucked and figuring out how to make it better. Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. That is true. Money does. Everybody has problems, you know. Yeah, I do take a lot of pride. I try to make things easier for everybody, not harder. Like, my drivers are upset. One of them is because I've changed kind of some of the policies that I'm doing. And I said, look, dude, I'm doing this to make it better for you, not for me. I'm trying to make your day fucking easier. Okay. Do you understand that? Like, I'm trying to take less so you don't have to worry about some of this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I know it's change and all this stuff, but dude, I'm gonna tell you, in a year you're gonna look back and say, dude, you made my life better. That's all I care about. Yeah, I'm a hip hop fan. Yeah, drivers, you're right. They don't like change. They'll get moody as fuck. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna get some visors. Well, yeah, that is true. You know. No, no stardust, no magic. No, yeah. They always think that they always think that change is gonna hurt them, but it's really helping them, you know. Yes, what I did is again, you guys will see a video, or if you watch that trucking video, it didn't cost me much of anything. It cost me, I think, whatever 2 extra sets of rims cost and all that stuff. My tire guy, Matt, great dude. We worked out a deal. Uh, he had a guy that wanted to buy 20 rims, 22.5 rims and tires, and I had truck that had 12 of them on it, and we worked out a deal that I would, give up my brand new tires. He would give me new tires and new rims, and we worked out an even trade to meet his customers, what his customer wanted and what I wanted. So my tire guy, Matt from Ziegler Tire, is the shit. He gets shit done. So it didn't cost me anything. Hunter, I did a video earlier talking about like my business, but a little bit later in the year, like I'm gonna expand on some business stuff down the road. I'm not gonna like tell you what to do. I'm just gonna show you how I've been successful. I'm gonna talk a little bit about things that I have sacrificed before and some of the heartaches and struggles that I went through the first couple years to get me to the point that I am now. You know, it's not going to be like how to run a successful business, because each person could be successful by doing it something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to get ready. I'm probably going to be on here till 4:45. Then I'm going to get off here and go home and eat some dinner and stuff like that. I got to be back down here tomorrow. Like I said, I got a friend that's coming down that needs to work on his car. So we're going to be here. We're going to shoot some videos with that. If you wanted to send me, my address is in every video description of every one of my videos. That's where you can find my address. And if you can't find it, you'll find my email, and you can email me. Thank you. I love the Peterbilts. You know, like I said, I've never driven a Peterbilt until I bought one, but I enjoy it. We don't have those type of trucks here in America. I'm sure that everybody wants to, you know. Well, Earl, in my opinion, I can only comment on the dump truck business. Okay, I don't know anything about long haul freight. What I do know about long haul freight is it's a very competitive market. Okay, you're fighting big companies that have hundreds of trucks. Okay, so that's going to be very competitive. You're also going to have to be very competitive in how you get rates. Now, in the dump truck business, the more trucks you have, the more you can the more easier the work comes to you, okay? So I like the dump truck stuff because I wanted to be local. When I first started out, I thought I was only going to be one-man operation. I learned very quickly that that was going to be a struggle, and I don't know if I could, it wasn't providing me with the income that I needed or that I wanted to make. So I saw that I needed to get bigger stuff. And I can only talk, you know, I like the dump truck business. I think it's very lucrative. Now, obviously, in the trucking business, the more trucks you have, the more lucrative it is become. The cat dump trucks, they weren't really cat dump trucks. They were international dump trucks that Caterpillar put their name on it. It's kind of like a rebranding of a tool. It would be like Matco, okay? A lot of shit made by somebody else, and they just slapped their name on it. That's why Caterpillar got out of the truck business. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. You work for the EPA, you know. All my trucks are legal, okay? I do not have anything deleted. Yes, elite class. That's what I thought. I didn't, you know, dealing with drivers is a pain in the ass. And there's nothing wrong with the Sterling. It works every day, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good truck. That thing runs. The only reason I'm selling it is because I'm upgrading my fleet. That's it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually it's been a reliable rig for me. I have drove that thing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for fucking 2 years. I'm not the law. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. when I first started, like I said, I just went and pounded on doors, and I didn't take no for an answer. Right now, my reputation of having, my drivers show up every day. We have a pretty good group that we're starting with now. Uh, my drivers show up and they know what they're doing. Our reputation kind of speaks for itself. I don't have to pound on a lot of doors. A lot of people are calling me, like other foremans that worked for a company and went to another company. They called me and said, "Hey, they're looking for trucks, and we already recommended you as one of the best in your area. So you need to go talk to them." And I went and talked to him one day. I said, "You'll have my paperwork." I talked to him at 10 o'clock. I said, "What do you need from me?" I gave him my paperwork. He called me at 3 o'clock and started running my truck the next day. And he's worked me every day except the week that they were shut down. Uh, my reputation is big thing. It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to build that reputation. I said it took me a year, maybe a year and a half to get that. But once I got that, it's easy. Yeah, everybody in the asphalt business knows everybody, so it's just it's been pretty good. Diesel smoke, that's very true. It's a lot of babysitting, yeah. New, not necessarily. They don't keep you in debt. You got to think. Here's what you got to look at, okay? The trucks cost anywhere from 28 to $3,500 a month, give or take, depends on how much you put down. Okay. Now, if you factor in, if you buy some older trucks and you blow an engine, that's 20,000. A transmission is 4 grand. The bills add up pretty fucking quick. Well, yeah, you're paying a lot up front, but what you're trying to do is not have a lot of maintenance. You want tires, brakes, oil, filters, and you're done. You know, that's my theory on it now. We're gonna see if it works. Does my wife like the new trucks? Yes. Last week when she did the invoicing, she's like, "Wow, this multiple truck stuff paid off." Every week she gives me an update of how far we are ahead of last year, how far, what our monthly looks like, and all that type of stuff. She's on that type of stuff. A lot of dump truck drivers, yeah, or owners will not give out information. I figured, you know, hey, if somebody comes along and could do it better than me, maybe there's something I can learn from them. You know, if not, well, that's all right. It's all, yeah. It takes big balls to make the moves. You know, making babies in a new truck. Uh, I don't know. We haven't tried that yet. We are getting ready to work on having another baby. Enzo spent the night at my mom's house Wednesday, and we talked about it Wednesday night about you know getting ready to have another one and trying to plan it out. My wife doesn't want to be off in the winter, so she doesn't want to have a winter baby. She wants it to be in the summer so she can fucking lay around by the pool while she's on maternity leave. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, Elite, I don't. Yeah, Kevin. Two is our limit. I'm not. If she wants more than two, she's gonna have to find a new husband because it ain't gonna be with this motherfucker. I already told her that. Yeah, no problem, Elite, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to donate to the channel, that's one thing. But I don't want to charge anybody for. me talking about my experiences. You know, it's just experiences. Yeah, Kevin, you better hope your kids don't see the two uh-ohs, you know. No sticks. No, the new trucks, there's some with sticks that are coming, you know. So there's stuff coming. You know, you guys aren't very patient, you know. Like when I told you July, that's when, I'm not lying to you. It'll be July and August. That's when I have build dates. You know, until then, I can't do anything. I can't go down to Peterbilt in Texas and build them any fucking faster, or I would. They don't give a shit. I'm getting 8. What is my monthly truck insurance? It's 6 grand a month. My insurance is $68,000 a year on 4 trucks. Get you some. It's completely outrageous. It's about 18 grand per truck per year. I'm keeping the Western Star till the other 7 axle for Nick comes in, and then we're probably going to move it. No, I do not pay 100% of my driver's insurance. We are paying a percentage. What I did is I text all of them individually and I asked them, what is the most you would pay for health insurance a week? And they all gave me a very similar number. So I'm going to try to do my best to keep it within that number. No, it won't be 16 drivers. I am not going to double shift all the trucks. I'm going to try to double shift about 3/4 of them. So I'm not going to double shift every one of them. It's just too hard to find that many drivers for night shift. It gets a little, I think I can get 6. You know, I got 2 now. I'm still looking for another one. If anybody's looking for a job, you know, yeah, average is about 50%. You know, I'm going to make it to where these guys, you know, they feel like, hey, they're not getting ripped off. Again, you know, people can say what they want about me, but I do care about my employees because I realize I'm only as good as my worst employee. That's how good my business is. I am only as good as the worst guy. And as long as you think that, you know, that you know, we're a team here, and that's what I call them. We're a team, you know, and everybody's got to get along. I didn't say that we all had to go out and hang out and go to the bar together or do whatever, but while you're at work, we have to be a team, you know, and if you want to be on that team, here's what I'm offering. If you don't want to be on that team, leave now. I will replace you with somebody that wants to be on the team. And they all like, no, 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 I want to stay. So, yeah, I mean, I just want to. I'll buy another truck and let it have it sit, you know, and have another one sitting here if we need a backup truck. I'm not planning on having very many backup trucks. Bank interest payments. I don't have a bank interest payment. All right, Diesel Smoke, see you later. What time is it? Oh man, I think I'm gonna get off here at 4:45 and then I'll get ready and go home. No, I'm not getting another Western Star. It'll be all Peterbilts. I want all the same thing. It'll be easier for parts and all that type of shit. No, there's no loans tied to a bank. Like I said, I went to a bank and they, uh, you know, denied me, so I got them through somewhere else. I'm looking for experienced drivers. I'm looking for guys that been truck drivers, not necessarily to fucking uh, asphalt. You ain't really got to do that, but just truck driving experience. You could shift gears and control a vehicle. No, I'm not getting a bigger shop anytime soon. Loans are bank agents. No. Nope, I'm not getting a bigger shop anytime soon. If you go back earlier in the live stream, you'll hear my theory on shops. I like working for myself too. I'm in control of my own destiny. That's what I like. So tomorrow, yes, I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tomorrow, if this was all to end, I have nobody to blame but myself. I have nobody to blame but me. And that's the way that I like it. I told people when I was drag racing, I told a crew chief this one time. I said, 80% of the time that I talk, I'm right. Okay? In the thought process that I have. And if you would just get out of my way, I will win every goddamn race that you want to win. Okay? If you just let me do things my way. And they laughed. And they told me that I was stupid. And I told them, well, I think you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? And, part of it is proving to people that my way is working. And in a short amount of time, I've made it pretty successful. I wouldn't say I'm as successful as I want to be, but I'm getting there pretty close. And that's because I've done it my way, not anybody else's way. And I remember I told that guy that, and he laughed at me. But it's not been the first time I've been laughed at, but things can be done. When there's a will, there's a way, Yeah, if you only knew what I forgot, that's true. I mean, I remember that. I mean, I told him that, And this guy, he looked at me like I had four heads. No, I don't read any books. I don't read. I'm not a reader guy. I watch YouTube videos. That's about it. And I come up with my own conclusions. What I do is I think things out. Like I think of okay, what happens if this happens? What do I do here? How would you handle that situation? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how they look at you. Just get out of my way. And that sounds pretty arrogant to say, it's not being arrogant. I believe that, I mean, look dude, when I started this business, I didn't have a screwdriver to my name. Look at all this stuff that I've worked for, It's not, I had a plan and I worked my plan. And it paid off. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool boss to work for. I'm not a micromanager. You know what I'm saying? I listened to Rick Hendrick talk at this to this thing that we went to, and some guy in the audience asked Rick Hendrick, how has he been so successful in his business? And this is what he said. He said, I don't micromanage people. I hire people to do a job, okay? And either they do that job or they don't do that job and I get somebody else. My job as the owner, this is what he said, is to make all the resources available for them to do their job. That's it. And he said, be the face of, his car stuff. But he said, I've hired people to do jobs. And I remember that. Like I was sitting there, I was like, holy shit, this guy's fucking right. Yeah, I bet he was up in the owner's booth. But that's what he said. He said, I hire people to do a job. I don't manage them. I hire them to do a job. Either they do it or they don't. It's cut and dry. When he said that when he was talking to these other rich guys that all have successful businesses, you can kind of see that they all had that same kind of mentality. And that's kind of how I run my stuff is I hire drivers to do a job. Your job is to do this. I expect you to do this. If you don't, we'll get somebody else that will. No difference to me. Whether it's Jim, Joe, Curly, I don't give a fuck what your name is. Do the damn job. And people will respect you, I think, a lot more if you let them make mistakes on their own and then you're just there to kind of get them through their problem. Well, it's kind of not like a know your role, shut your hole thing. It's kind of a, how would I say this? It's kind of like they have to know their place, yes, a little bit, but they also, if they come up with an idea, I'm open to listen to what they want to say, and then I'll either say, okay, that's a good idea, we'll try that, or no, and this is why it won't work. But if you want to try it, I'm going to tell you this is the result we're going to get. And most of the time, I'm right. Again, that about 80% of the time. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, drag racing helped me learn a lot about business stuff. I just learned from observing because you were around guys like Connie Coletta. I mean, this guy has $1 billion a year company, and you kind of, you're around Don Schumacher. Now, John Force was a little bit more of my personality, but he's made it work. Schumacher he was intimidating to talk to. It took a little bit for him to warm up to you before he would talk to you. But he was, you definitely knew he was the fucking boss. He had this look that he used to give the crew chiefs when it didn't go well. And I knew if I saw that look, if he gave him that look, I knew that we were all about to get our ass chewed out for something. Okay, because the shit rolls downhill. Even if it wasn't our fault, we were going to have a fucking meeting. But, he was kind of intimidating. There was some guys that you would work for and you knew that they weren't going to be successful right from the brip. Like, okay, this is not going to work. I'm just waiting until we pull up to the gas pumps and the credit cards don't work. It's over. It's time to look for a new job. But that's just kind of, you learn a lot from watching. I would say that was a great learning experience there. I did every job. But anyway, I hate to cut you guys off, but I got to get home. I got a 20-minute. I got to lock up the shop and stuff like that. And all that type of stuff. But, like always, thanks for coming and checking out this live stream. Again, we'll be back next Saturday if I don't have to fix a whole bunch of junk next week. If you know anybody looking for a Sterling or a good dump truck, pass them my information, please. Trying to get this thing sold here so I can move on. But other than that, like always, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.